Oh, hello there, everyone. Today is Friday, August the 12th, year 2022. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor, attorney, CPA, nothing like that. I share stories. I'm going to share you a story right now that might be beneficial to everyone that watches this. So stick around to the end to hear the ending. And also, if you haven't subscribed, because approximately, I think last time I checked, 35% of my viewers are not subscribers. So that means a lot of you aren't subscribers, but you watch. So please subscribe. It will help me out. And that also means a lot of my subscribers aren't watching my videos. That's how it goes, because you can't keep watching the same person over and over and over again. You get kind of burnt out on them, no matter who they are, unless they're an entertainer. And if they're an entertainer, they're fluff. You're not getting substance from them. So sometimes you got to suck it up. Understand that you're not, the person like me is not an entertainer, but you will get substance from me. So anyway, all right, here we go. I watched a video this morning by Michael Zuber, and he was talking about a couple he met at dinner the night before who were thinking about selling their house, taking a profit, renting it, and renting for a while, wait till the market crashes, and buy another house. So I'm not making a video about that. It was very interesting. I encourage you to watch it. I may put a link below. Maybe. I don't have a lot of time today when I finish this. I might not. But just pull up Michael Zuber's channel. He recorded a video this morning, so it's one rental at a time. It's on his channel. Okay? So anyway, I was thinking about this house. I've been in touch with my real estate agent. We communicate quite a lot because he's a cousin of mine. 20 years older than me, roughly. But he's family, so we communicate quite a bit. And he went with me recently. We looked at my neighboring house that was listed at $1.1 million. That house has now been cut to $959,000 or $859,000. I don't know. It's been cut several times, and they keep getting it lower and lower. If you watch my videos, you've heard me say that my house is better than that house. Okay. So anyway, I was curious, and we communicate a lot. What would my house sell for right now if I wanted to sell it? Because what he did, he runs comps. He looks at different ones. He's sold me this house. He knows this house very well. He's been to my house and he's seen my dock and my tiki hut. He's seen my fence. He's seen the landscaping we're still in the process of doing, but he's seen that. So anyway, so a couple things he told me. Well, I want to relate this. Let me see how I want to do this. Michael Zuber's video, I won't tell you the ending to it, but you got to look at how much money will you get? Will prices actually drop? What will interest rates be? Will you come out in a couple years worse than you are now? So anyway, looking at this house. One thing he said to me in regards to my house, because different prices around me are a little bit cheaper than this one. He said, this house has a lot of extras. And I asked him, what do you mean by extras? And I said, do you mean the two docks and the tiki hut? Or do you mean the high ceilings, or do you mean the fence and the plants, or do you mean the pool, or do you mean the storm shutters? Because I have electric storm shutters on the front and the back entrances, and every single window has metal storm shutters I can pull shut and latch them. They're fixed to the side of the house. To get them new, it costs a little bit of money. I don't see many houses at all that have these. So it's something that a lot of houses don't have. He responded to me, yes, everything you just mentioned. Because he said, you have a lot of houses that, the real expensive houses, even though they're real expensive because they're bigger and stuff, they don't have, they might have some of the extras, but it's rare to find a house that has everything that I have. The extras, the storm shutters, and the fence, and the landscaping, and the two docks and the tiki hut, and the boat lift, and a swimming pool. It has a lot of extras. So it gets me thinking about it. You know, I've already realized this, but it gets me thinking, maybe think about your own situation. Well, here's just a little deviant from the story, something that might help you out. Every property I've owned, kind of, sort of, I try to improve it. I try to make it more comfortable for me. That's my goal. I did it in Virginia. I've done it in different places. I've done it with rental houses, rental properties. I've tried to make them more comfortable for me. And it seems like people that are familiar with my houses all tell me, wow, this house, we love this house now. But when it was for sale, people didn't love it, especially my last house in Virginia. When that house was for sale, it was on the market for over a year. When I sold it 23 years later, it sold in a couple of days. Why? I made it comfortable. I made some changes to it. I fixed it up. I improved it. I've done the same thing to this house. It was already a nice house. It's big. It has a pool. It's on the water. It's already a nice house. I made it nicer. I made it more comfortable. I have a triplex that I sold to Robbie, one of my tenants. And that triplex, when I bought it, was a dump. It was run down. I made it into a very nice building. It's still a triplex. You can't change the apartments. It's still an apartment. But I put down luxury vinyl plank. I fixed it, improved the fences and painted. I cleaned everything. I replumbed it, painted everything, new doors where they were needed, new fixtures where they were needed, on and on and on and on and on. I made it into a very nice building. Very nice building. So, and it's still a very nice building. So the question there lies, you've probably heard me mention, do I sell my house? I made a video about when you take a profit. My real estate cousin did tell me if he was to list my house today, he thinks he would list it at $1,050,000. And he said that might be it's on the high end. Not might be, it is on the high end. But he said, yes, prices are pulling back. Yes, stuff's getting listed too high and they have to cut it because it's priced out of range. But he said that's just a little bit on the high side, but it has the extras, it has the niceties. And I'm not done just yet. If I stay here a bit longer and I get a little chunk of money, and it might be sooner rather than later, I need to call next week and get some estimates, I think. I like to rehab that pool out there. You've seen the pool in other videos. It's a fine pool. It has a concrete pool deck. It has a fountain. It has the pool shape. The pool has a little twist in it, not a twist, but a little offset, so you can swim down it. But it's not gigantic, but it's not tiny. Because some houses in this area have little tiny bathtub pools. They're tiny. Some houses have big pools. Some houses have various sizes. But if I rehab that, I could put all new. I keep the concrete, but I put tile over top of it. I would redo the fountain, put a modern fountain. I'd resurface the pool on the inside, new tile around the top, new coupling around the edge, the tile, redo the fountain. I'd put a saltwater system in, I'd get a pool heater, I'd redo some of the plumbing, and it would be a nice pool. So, what else do you need? I'm going to rehab the boat lift if I ever buy a boat because it needs 2 new motors and stuff, but that's easy. But what else do you need in a house like this? So think about your own home. Do you want to sell it? You have a lot of people who want to sell their house and they say, well, let me paint it. Let me do some landscaping. Let me do this and do that. But while you're living there, can you do anything to make it more comfortable for yourself? Yes, you got to spend money. And then would it help you to sell that house when the time comes? Same for your rental properties. If you could see some of my rental properties that have been rehabbed, I didn't do the work. I didn't hire the contractors. I have property managers that did it all. They are beautiful. Some of them are they're beautiful. And rents have gone up correspondingly. One of them, what was that listed at? The rent was $600. It was just increased to $650, and the tenant ended up moving out. But now it's been rehabbed and it's getting listed for $1,050. So because I never got the $650 rent. I might have got it one time, but it was under market rent. So say I was getting $600 for 2 years, and now it's rented at $1,050. It may not rent for $1,050. Maybe it rents for $1,000, or maybe it rents for $995 or $950. But it's better than $600 by quite a bit. Sure, I put a little bit of money into it, but it wasn't a massive rehab, but still probably, time it's all said and done, $7,000, $7,500, somewhere in there. So my goal of this channel is to help you out. I'm not going to talk strictly on how to buy your next investment property. I'm not going to talk strictly on how to pick out the best stocks. I try to share stories that will help you out. And not every single one of you will get helped out. It's not the right story for all of you, but somebody out there can benefit from me sharing my stories. That's my goal, is to help benefit you. So again, help benefit me. I'll put links below for Amazon try to order a product through those links. You don't have to, if you click on the link and it opens up a window, you don't have to order what I put. You can buy whatever it is you would normally buy. Don't spend extra money, and I'll get a little commission. If you desire to travel for free, shoot me an email. I can send you a credit card referral link. And odds are, if you meet your sign-up bonus, I will get some sort of extra points, 10,000 points maybe or something. But you will get free travel, free rental car, free hotel rooms, that sort of thing. If you're interested in saving money on gas, I can send you a link for the Get Upside gas link, whatever it's called, the app. And depends on where you live in the country, you may save a nickel, 10 cents, 15 cents a gallon of gas. And whatever else I could refer you to. There's other things. I'm not monetized, and I've said it before, I don't see myself becoming monetized in this channel. I am a niche type market. It's very small. I'm not an entertainer. I have substance. Not saying other channels don't also have substance. They may be more of an entertainer than I am. I'm just masking. I'm just sharing stories. I don't always have a set schedule. I'm not going to say I go and do it every day at this hour, because my days vary. They change. You know, I was just down the dock a little bit ago. It's pleasant down there. There's fish swimming. There's manatees in the canal earlier this morning. I was down there looking at manatees. You know, they're amazing creatures. They're big. They're just fun to see. I have my mud water right now. I'm drinking mud water. MUDWTR. Mud water. It's a millennial type thing that I've discovered. I like it. Anyway, I need to go find some glasses. I've tried several pairs from an online store, Glasses USA. You saw my sunglasses I was wearing in one video, Secrets of My Success, down on the dock. That's new glasses, but I returned the ones that I was wearing. These are ones that are 14 years old, maybe, something like that. 13, 14 years old, so I need to get some new glasses. So I may go this afternoon and look at some. I also need to go to a fan store. I want to get a fan for the Tiki Hut. The electrician will install it when they come. I got time. They're not going to do it until mid-September, but I need to get a ceiling fan for down there in that Tiki Hut. So in those days when it is no breeze, which happens occasionally, it's usually a breeze, but occasionally there's no breeze. And it might be one of those summer days where it's hot and humid. There'll be a little switch on the piling. I can flip that switch and air will start turning, spinning. So it cools down. So anyway, like I said, comfort. I like being comfortable. And by the way, if you're still listening and you need to lose weight, I've lost something like pushing 15 pounds. And I wasn't a big guy before. I wasn't a big guy. I wasn't overweight per se. I might be had a little stomach to me, but most people that saw me, almost every American has a little stomach to them. Most people that saw me would be like, "You're thin." You know, I wouldn't hear that as much as I used to hear it. But when I decided I wanted to change, and the pounds started dropping off, and all I did was cut out sugar. And reduce portion size just a bit. There's certain things I don't buy anymore because they're way too much sugar in them. Quite a few things I don't buy anymore because it's just way too much sugar in it. And it works. It's not hard. It works. I'm not saying it works for everybody, but it works for me. And I think it'll work for you too. I think if you just reduce your sugar, you're going to feel better. And you probably will lose a few pounds if you have any pounds to lose. So anyway, this got long enough. I got some errands to run, glasses, and maybe look at a fan. So we'll see. All right, y'all take care. Stay safe in all you do. Keep loving life. Do start investing. Look at real estate as your best option to create wealth in a short time. Real estate is the best option to create wealth in a short time. Once you get wealthy, you can look at alternative investments. But until then, real estate is it. All right? Good enough. Maskies signing out.